All right, so when we're ordering a selection, so I'm going to order letters and I'm going to be moving them around. And when there's no repeats in the word, then it's going to make it different. So I've got 9 letters in this word, so N is going to be 9. And I want to, how many ways can 3 letters be arranged? So I'm picking 3. So that's going to be the R is equal to 3. And so that's permutations where you're going to change the order of this thing. So 9, choose 3. And so what that turns into is 9 factorial divided by 9 minus 3 factorial. So 9 factorial over 6 factorial. So you can just leave it like that. Okay, so if in the same word, but I want to pick 6 letters, but the first letter has to be A. Okay, so since the first letter has to be A, I'm only choosing from 8 because I've already said that's going to be the first one. And then here I'm choosing, I want 6 letters total, but I've already chosen the A, so it's 5. So the permutations of 8 choose 5. So just one more permutation of this one. I want to pick 6 letters, but the first 2 letters have to be OR. Okay, so that means I'm picking O and R. So if I want to pick 6 letters, I'm not picking 6 letters. I'm picking 4 letters. Oh, no, sorry, hold on. I'm picking R equal 4 letters, and N is the number of letters I get to have to choose from. And so I've got 9, but I've taken away 2, so that's 7. So that gives me the permutations of 7, choose 4. Okay, so what do you do if there are repeats? So there's a couple of different ways of doing this. One way is to take and divide by the number of repeats on the denominator. So if there's like this word here, so I have 1 H, I have 1 U. So how many L's do I have? I have 4 L's. And how many A's do I have? I have 2 A's. And how many O's do I have? I have 2 O's. So this word in total has 11 letters. So the N will equal 11. So I'd have 11 factorial, and then I'm going to divide by the number of ways that the L's can be arranged. So that'll be 4 factorial. And the number of ways the A's can be arranged, and the number of ways the O's can be arranged. Okay, so this one's very similar. Take this word, it has to begin with a U and end with an L. So that means really the number of letters that I'm playing with are 9. And I took a U and an L, so that means there's not 4 L's, but there's 3 L's. So I'm going to divide by the 3 factorial for the L's, 2 factorial for the A's, and that's an O, right? So 2 factorial for the O's. So this problem can be done in a completely different way. I could do them by combinations, where order doesn't matter, but I'm dividing out the repeats. So I could say, looking at the word, I'll just pick a different word, parallel. So the word parallel, I see that there's 3 L's and 2 A's. So first I'm going to go with the one that's repeated the most. The word parallel has N equal 8 letters in it. So from the 8 letters, I'm going to choose the 3 L's. That's how many ways I've got that. And then I'm going to go to the A's. So since I've chosen 3 from the 8, I could say from the 5 left over, I'm going to choose 2 places for the A's. And then I take the 5 minus 2, that gives me 3. And out of the 3, I choose 1 place for the P. Out of the last 2 remaining, I choose 1 place for the R. And then the E just has to go in its place. So let's do this same one in this different way. So let's remind ourselves of what we have. So I have 4 L's. I've got 2 A's and 2 O's, right? 2 O's. Okay. So it's N equals 11, right? So to pick the the L's first. Out of the 11 letters, I'm going to pick the 4 L's. So there's the L's. Now, 11 subtract the 4 gives us 7. Then I'm going to move on to the A's, and I'm going to choose 2. And then that leaves me 5 left to pick from. And then I'm going to choose the 2 O's. And then 5 minus 2 gives me a 3. And from this, I'm going to pick, let's say, where the B goes. I subtract. I pick out where the U goes. And then 1, choose 1. I'm going to pick out where the H goes. So one more here. So same kind of thing, only I'm beginning with a U and ending with an L. So that means there's 3 L's, still going to be 2 A's and 2 O's. But the number of letters that I've got to pick from, I don't have 11 anymore. I'm going to be picking from 9. So 9, choose 3. And then I have 6 left to choose from. And then I'm going to choose the A's. So I got to pick 6 from the 2. And then I've got 4 left to choose from. Oops, that's the A's, right? And then here's the O's. And I'm going to pick 2 from that. So I have 2 left to choose from. Picking 1 for the B. And then 1 for the H.